I'm Brendan,
My name is Lorena.
and this is our personal growth video for how to do a UC application.
Enjoy. So how are you liking Mesa so far?
It's good here. It's nice.
That's good. Do you have any questions or anything you need help with? Because I can always help you.
Yeah, I actually do. It's a transfer process. Do you know anything about that?
So you want to transfer?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I know a lot about that. Okay, the basics that you need to know is, well, we need to know the first big things. Do you have a major?
No, I don't.
Okay, have you talked to a counselor? Okay, well, at least it's fine. Do you know what school you want to go to?
I don't.
Okay. Let me show you then. So we first start off by searching up San Diego Mesa College because you have to go to the website because as a new student, you need to know what your school is about and everything about it. When you first go there, you're going to click the first link as soon as you search up San Diego Mesa College, and you're going to see that there's a lot of little applications. Obviously, this is still loading, but there'll be like a directory, there will be little things, and so currently we're going to want to go to the directory. And it'll tell you all your teachers and all the classes and all the schoolrooms, and just so you know, and it gives you the departments that they're in. So that's really helpful. They have college services, student services, campus life, athletics, financial aid, academics, and about. So pretty much what the school is about. Academics will have like your basic academic programs and things that you'll need when you transfer. So then we're going to go and you want to look into financial aid because obviously not everyone can afford financial aid. So we'd want to go to that one, and so you can see just the basics and you can apply for it because you have to apply for FAFSA. There's athletics if you want to join that, but the main thing is we're going to go to student services in the transfer center. The transfer center has all your information that you need to know. It'll have announcements and things, like there's a transfer night, and that's really good to know. And it gives you the UC application, the CSU application, and it just has pretty much all information on transferring, like all the applications and things you need and all the links to go there. Now we're going to go to the academic center, and we are going to go to student services. Since you're a new student and you're still trying to figure out everything, you need to know all about student services because this is where you're going to get your books. You're going to get for admissions offices, your financial aid office, and student health, and all the transfer centers. There's even a transfer center there, which will help you when you can talk to someone hands-on and personal. As you see, you can go down the website and you can see like they'll have your class schedule, online services, the writing center, all the things you're going to need to know as you like go throughout college. You can see that they have like their values, and they have the bookstore, but the best thing to do is just apply for programs and get involved with your school. Now we're going to go to assist.org because this will help you with your major. You don't know what your major is yet, correct?
Right.
So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to try to figure out what you want to do. So first we go to San Diego Mesa College, and from here we're going to, so you don't do Mesa College, it's going to be San Diego Mesa College. I always make that mistake. So as we click San Diego Mesa College, it's going to take us to like agreement with other campuses. But since you obviously don't know what school you want to go to, even though they have like almost all the schools up, CSUs and UCs, we're going to ignore that for now. And we're going to go back and we're going to click onto Exploring Majors. And from there, you're going to want to click all the way at the bottom of the link, Explore Majors, and click Majors. And then from here, we're going to find something that you're interested in. Like, are you interested in, let's say, are you interested in television? Like,
No.
Okay, what about chemistry or math?
Nope.
What about biology?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Okay, so we're going to continue with that, and we're going to find a discipline. So there's agricultural science, there's exercise science, nursing. Do you like nursing?
No.
What about zoology?
No.
What about toxicology?
I don't even know what that is.
Okay, I don't really know either. But we could go through, maybe there's natural sciences, genetics, cell biology, ecology.
Ecology is really cool.
Okay. as we go through this, you're going to see that there's a bunch of schools, and it's like UC Davis, there's UC Merced, and they all have like anthropology, biological sciences with a bachelor's degree, but it's mainly in ecology. We also go through like, there's just many schools. There's environmental science with ecology as a side, and then there's just straight up ecology. So it depends on what you're like really interested in. Do you know what you're interested in?
I really don't know. I mean, I kind of just want to study just ecology in general. So,
Okay.
what schools would be best for that?
Well, let's see. So far, so we could go looking into mainly. That's a good question. We could look into a few schools. There could be like, do you want to do a CSU or CSU school or a UC school?
I think I want to go to UC school.
A UC school? Okay, so the few UCs that there are is UC Davis, which is sort of far.
Okay.
There's also UC Merced, UCSB, and it depends mainly on what your focus is, because Davis has a lot of focuses that aren't specifically ecology, but there's some that are, like UC Irvine is specifically ecology.
Okay.
And then, but it's also evolutionary biology if you're interested in that.
No, I don't think I want to do that.
Okay. Let's see. There's also UCLA.
No.
Okay, well, what about UC Santa Barbara? What do you think of that one?
Yeah, Santa Barbara's nice. I wouldn't mind going there.
Okay, so we click on Santa Barbara. And from here, I don't particularly know my schools very well, and I know that clicking on this, helps you find your courses. So from here on, I'm going to pass it to my associate.
Okay, so for this part of Assist, the first thing you want to do is click to the college you're already attending. So as of right now, for example, we're going to use San Diego Mesa College. From here, you're going to go down to the major prep where it says San Diego Mesa. And right here, this is going to give you more in depth of how you can transfer to UC Santa Barbara. It's going to tell you the exact courses you need to take in order for you to transfer to that school particularly. And also information as well as that this left side is UC Santa Barbara only, and the right side is San Diego Mesa. So the way you'd look at this is how San Diego Mesa, the type of courses you would have to take that would be transferable or equal to the ones at UC Santa Barbara. These courses are prereq courses for you that are eligible for you to transfer to UC Santa Barbara. So these classes are mandatory. And as we go deeper down into this, you can see how there's also secondary classes you can take as well. Some of these require, but not all of them. For example, you could take like calculus, you can even take biology, or even physics as well if you want, because these classes can count as well, but you don't have to take these. Only the top ones are mandatory to take. This may seem like a lot of classes to take, so we can look at other schools and see the other amount of classes and see if there's any difference at all. So let's go down to Santa Cruz, and we do the exact same thing again, major prep. And as we look down, you can see that the courses are pretty much about the same. Maybe a little bit different in a couple of areas like biology compared to the other one, but overall generally the same.
The biggest difference I would have to say would be cost of living. So what we want to do is we'd want to search up like the average cost for Santa Cruz, because that's going to be the biggest thing, is if you can afford it or not. Because obviously, no one's made of money. So we're going to click on the student fees. You just usually search it up and it'll have it right there. And we're going to want to do either undergraduate and see how much it is. So you're obviously a California resident, right?
Right.
So it would probably be about $36,000. And that's for winter and spring terms. Winter, fall, and spring terms. So that's not too bad, but if you were going to look for more of a affordable school, you'd want to go for something a little bit cheaper, especially because you're probably going to want to live on campus if you live in San Diego.
Yeah.
So we look at the prices here, and it has all the different costs of living, and the best route might be to go and look for another school, because there's still more UC schools that have your major. So let's go check it out. So let's go back, and we're going to see back to your major, and we're going to look around and see if we can find another school for you. I know you said you weren't interested in Davis and you weren't interested in Irvine, but I know that another school that would be good would probably be Riverside. And it also still has ecology, evolution, and systematics option. So we click that, and we're going to do the same process again of going to San Diego Mesa College. And from there, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to click Mesa Prep, and we're going to go back to Assist.
Now back at the UCR page, we can see that there is less classes to take, but still the exact same age and everything. So we can see the secondary and mandatory classes, and they're pretty much a little bit less. So now let's take a look at the costs.
So we begin to look up UC Riverside's costs, because you can do this for any college, anything you want to know. You search up the costs, you search up the prices, you search up the reasonability for it, and you can compare them by going to other websites to compare your costs. But we have to find out whether this college is affordable. And it is pretty affordable compared to UC Santa Cruz, with by like $10,000, I believe. And so we can see that it's more affordable, and you can always apply for financial aid, and you can apply for other costs. But the biggest thing to do when you are when you're transferring is to make sure that you can afford the college and that you will like the college that you're going to. Now going back to San Diego Mesa College, just to recap, we want to make sure that if you are going to transfer, go to the transfer center. The biggest thing is to talk to a counselor and to get all the information you need. Because although our video is very informative, it's best to go talk to a counselor, and they will help you set up your schedule, and they'll help you apply to Cal States, CSUs, or UCs if you need to. And the applications are all online, so be sure to go there.
So to recap,
the first thing you have to do is know your major, because that will change a lot of what you're going to do in your courses. The second thing?
Go search up universities.
Because you need to know where you're going to go, and you need to find out exactly what universities you might want to go to and have options. And the third thing would be to talk to your counselor, because you need to know your major and your university, but you can't do that but you can't really do much without talking to a counselor, because they will help you set up all your classes, and they will help you with everything, and they'll help you decide on what you're supposed to do and what path you should take.
Exactly. Knowing all these three things, but mainly counselor, super important. Hopefully this video was helpful in any shape or way or form. Thank you.